Hey guys, so today we're going to make a video talking about temporal forces, looking at the set, the booster box, kind of just giving an update. It's over a month old now, so kind of just seeing how things are going, how things are evolving, whether it's going to be an investment in my eyes. So to start off, we have the booster box price. It's over $100 right now, 103. Not really super surprising to me. Obviously, no one really expected this to be a home run set out of the gate, so it's not surprising that it's $103, $100, probably going to go below $100 at a certain point. But that's okay. In the long run, that will be okay. So obviously, let's just look at some of the cards. We do have a few surprises. Obviously, Iron Crown EX, top card at almost 82 bucks. Morty's Conviction, $74. I didn't expect that to be as high. Obviously, it has Gengar, but I didn't expect it to be that price. Raging Bolt isn't surprising for me, almost $67. For me, this is actually my favorite card in the set. I just love the artwork. Below it, you have Gouging Fire and Walking Wake around 50 bucks. Iron Leaves, 45. Again, not super surprising. Kind of expected Gouging Fire and Walking Wake to be below Raging Bolt by a decent amount. Iron Leaves, again, we talked about. Bianca's Devotion, $33.50. I didn't expect that to be that low. Airy, around $30, $29.50. That's not really super surprising. Prime Catcher must be a playable card at 28 bucks. Iron Boulder at 25. A little higher than I kind of thought, but I think it's a playable card as well, so not surprising. You have a lot of the gold cards because I do think a lot of these are playable as well. Ghastly around $16. And then lower you go, you have a Gengar Full Art, Salvatore, a few more Prime Catcher or not Prime Catcher, Ace Spec cards, and then gold cards and whatnot. So I believe in my first video when I talked about Temporal Forces, I thought there'd be about 12 cards over $20 out the gate, and we do have 3, 6, 9, 10 cards over $20, and then one at 18, one at 16. So I wasn't too far off. Obviously, there were a couple surprises. The biggest one for me is this Shiftry, only a $2.45 card. Obviously, I understand pull rates play a big factor into how much a card is going to be worth. But, when I look at something like a Beedrill in Astral Radiance, if this is a $24, $25 card almost, and the Shiftry is only $2, like, I don't know. For me, like, I think this is a much cooler card than this Beedrill. I don't know if Beedrill is competitive at all. And again, pull rates play a factor. But for this to be only a couple bucks, man, like, wow, I think that's probably one of the most underpriced cards, especially for, just how awesome it is. So, yeah, that for me was a surprise. But everything else, Iron Crown, didn't expect to be the top card, but I did expect it to be up there. Again, same thing with Gengar. I thought it was going to be worth something, but not that much. Raging Bolt, I did think was going to be competing for the top place. Gouging Fire, Walking Wake, I didn't, but, unsurprising their value. Iron Leaves, again, pretty cool card, but I didn't expect it to be up there in price. And then obviously, I think I did say Bianca could fight for first just because in Japan, I think it was worth a lot more. Again, pull rates, totally depends on everything. And then, final thing I just want to touch on is if we look at some of these prices, right? Like some people are talking about market manipulation with Iron Crown that, just skyrocketed out of the gate. Still sitting around $80, but that's okay. Morty's Conviction, same kind of thing, took a massive spike from around 40 up to 90. I kind of thought it would be in that 30, 40, maybe 50 range as well. So to me, this is surprising. Then you have Raging Bolt. Again, I didn't expect Raging Bolt to do much worse than this. And it kind of seems like it might be on an uptick. We'll see what happens over the next month or so. Gouging Fire, Walking Wake. Again, these are kind of where I would expect them to be at this point. So that's totally okay with me. And then Iron Leaves. I think this was kind of pumped out of the gate as well, along with Iron Crown, but people don't like it as much in the market speaking. It's back down to around 45. One thing I didn't talk about was the Ghastly getting pumped, but again, that was just kind of stupid, so I'm not really going to touch on that too much. But yeah, I mean, is Temporal Forces a buy in my opinion? I would say yes, actually, if you're buying it under $100. So 100, 95, 90, if you can get cases or TikTok deals even cheaper than that, go for it. I bought a case. I pre-ordered a case, and I'm going to get more definitely if it does drop towards the end of the year. Say, Black Friday deals and stuff. I am stocking up a fair amount of money to deploy during Black Friday this year because I am assuming there's going to be some decent deals on Scarlet and Violet products. So, that's my plan. But yeah, if you can find it, below $100, obviously it's not going to be a home run hitter. If you add up the top 10 value currently of the top 10 cards, it's, I believe, sub $500 or maybe 540 or something. Like, it's not super, super high. And these are cards that are most likely going to drop in value as well over time. So I don't think this is going to be a home run set, but even if it's got a top 10 value of, $400 at the end of the day, if you're buying boxes at $100, long term it's going to do well. So, and again, obviously prices of cards are going to come down, but then we're going to reach a point where they will come back up eventually, once it's out of print and etc. So yeah, I mean, it really just depends what you guys want to do. I'm going to be buying more sub $100 if I can find it. That's my plan for this set. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. If you own temporal forces, again, obviously don't go with regular ETBs, don't go with 3-pack blisters or anything. For these sets, just stick to the booster boxes. I think that's the best way to go. With that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.